Who are you? A few of us civil servants are responsible for actually running the garden party. With the number of guests, it sounds like it'll be non-stop work, but even still, I hope I can work the events. After all, that'd mean a chance to see Princess Alphen up close. Grandpa, are you okay? This is why I told you to take it easy. I swear, you're gonna sprain some muscle you haven't used in 30 years. Ow, ow, my hip. Okay. Wait, what was the clue again? Something round table, something, something. Oh, can I not read them again? Wait, no, maybe it's in the quest menu. Surely they wouldn't make it so you couldn't read them again. Okay, at the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Gauntlets. It's like arms. That once supported the east of the city. Round table. I mean, I guess let's just go find some tables? I don't know. I don't know my directioning here. Can I look at a map? I did not mean to hit that. Okay, highly doubt it's in Lesage. I don't think there were any tables in Lumiere. I don't think there are any tables in Watson's. Plaza Bifrost. What do we got? What do we got? Get out of my way, lady. None of these seem like anything. Have I ever spoken to you? Oh, I guess not. We're giving out this recipe to everyone who stops by during the summer festival. Tomato gratin? I don't know. I don't think I need any of these. I don't have any potatoes. Let's buy some potatoes. Interesting. Are there round tables up here? No. Who are you? Hague. Lepanto & Co. is famous enough to be trusted with the interior design for embassies and reception halls. It's said they do a good job of giving each of their projects an Erebonian touch. I wonder if I could get them to do my house too. No, these are rectangular. Huh. What about at the news place? That would be a no. Who the heck are you? Are you that Annabelle's? Yes, my name is Kerrigan and I placed an advertisement in your missing persons section several days ago. Has anyone contacted you with any information on Lady Annabelle? Poor guy. One day he'll get there. Can I go up here? That would be a no. Okay. We have already gotten a clue from Drakel's Plaza and Mater Park, and we started in Garnier. So that stands to reason that it either has to be in Alto Streets, the Ost District, or I guess technically the port. So let's start with Alto. Are there any tables in here? Those are rectangular. This is a circle. Bracer. Gauntlets. Makes sense. The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Okay. The gauntlet is the symbol of the Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, the once and east parts mentioned in the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had 2 such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the Round Table. Ah, there it is. He broke into our home. I feel like we should have concerns. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though from the look of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still not a pleasant thought, though. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, let's see what the next card says. The 4th key is on the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. So, is it at the port? Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. Well, it's set at water's edge, so let's go to the port. Steel bird. Oh, this is a crane. I get it. I get it. I can't get over to it. This one? No? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. What was the clue again? On the back of the white burden of the steel bird perched at water's edge. White burden. White burden. This is white. Aha! I'm doing better at these clues. These ones I feel like are more straightforward. The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdall Port. And that would make its white bird in these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them, though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Oh, perhaps we should discuss this with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Danberto. We met him earlier today, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Group A explained their situation to Port Chief Danberto, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. And just as they'd predicted, a card was found affixed to the bottom of one of the containers. Yes! How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? He wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crate. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. Maybe he was that really chipper guy who was like, oh, nothing's better than putting a box into its place or whatever. Maybe he was that guy when we spoke to him earlier today. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go talk to that guy and see if he sounds different than he did earlier. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes? This one's just as obtuse as the others. Though, if it's also hidden near the water's edge, from all indicators, I'd say the next one is here in Heimdall Port too. It says Final Key and Crimson Crown too. So at least there's that. Yeah, looks like this is the last one. Hey. All right. There's the sign. Okay, bring it down nice and easy. No, that guy is definitely the same. What did that clue say again? The Crimson Crown you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. Steel car that marches with the minutes. I mean, there are no cars here though. Tram. I didn't think the tram was like usually here. The Crimson Tiara should be somewhere in Heimdall Port. Let's keep looking. I know, I wanted to talk to the tram. The steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. If this tram was not here, I would have never guessed it was the tram. What about marching with the minutes? The tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at preset times. Heimdall Port is the starting and ending point for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense. In a weird way, I guess this is the place then. Let's get the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure. What do you need? Rean explained the situation to the tram driver and asked permission to search inside the tram. The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on, take a look around as much as you want. We can't see his eyes. I was just thinking that, and also his hair is suspiciously colored. Thanks for your cooperation. Hello, the back of Lara's head. That's a very suspiciously placed briefcase. Is a small child going to leap out of it? It looks like this must be the Black Ark mentioned on the card. Our Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Woo! Inside the black case rested a tiara embedded with dazzling carnelians. Yep, this is it. So this is the storied Crimson Tiara. It has such a fiery glow. Wow, so this thing's worth 100 million Mira, huh? I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, we've got to be really careful about getting this back to the jewelers safely. Found Crimson Tiara.
So the tiara really was in there, huh?
I guess we're randomly voiced now.
Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
Let's sell it and say we couldn't find it. Sounds like a good plan. I'm in.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'm sure Fee has some contacts that could be of use here.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Reen?
Reen just realized that we never told this guy that it was the tiara we were looking for, and it was never publicized.
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you, Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
Oh, we like actually full out talk about this here?
What?
That was quite the laugh. I like your mask.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
I don't think you should say things like that out loud. That type of thing will get you arrested.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B.
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises, nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
Why am I better at figuring out his hints when I'm playing as a high schooler than when I was playing as a detective?
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Slightly concerning.
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Ah, what
That's right,
spirited
Lara.
youths you
Get him.
are.
Oh, bye.
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
That guy has way too much time on his hands.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
You might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Reen and the others scoured the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting the details of the incident to City Hall, they trekked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. I can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not say anything. I don't want to be held legally responsible for this. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. Oh my gosh, that's so generous. All element Sepith times 500. Holy crap. That is a lot of Sepith. Are you sure it's all right to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique, after all. We have more Sepith lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Well, quest burglary at the jeweler's completed. Okay. And honestly, I think that is as good a place as any to wrap up for the day. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be my day off. Monday will be Genshin. Tuesday will be Sandland, and then Wednesday we will be back with more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Maybe we'll finally get to see the dance with the princess. Who knows? My bet is no. With the rate I'm going through this chapter, my bet is no. But anyway, that's going to be it for the day. Have a good night, everyone, and thank you for coming. Bye.